I've recently been tasked with enabling ACT synchronization for my newest sales rep, Molly Parker. She's going to be traveling to Oregon and Washington to follow up with new business prospects. Because of that, I have enabled synchronization from the main database, and I've created a user account for Molly Parker. Then, I created a sync set for her so that she will have access to all contacts from Oregon and Washington. What I need to do now, though, is to create a remote database for Molly so that even when she's offline, she'll still have access to those contact records. This database is where Molly will do all of her work, which she will then synchronize back to the main CloudWalker database whenever she is able. So in this video, we're going to create a remote database for Molly. Now, one thing you need to know, though, is that you cannot do this unless you're logged into ACT as an administrator in Windows. So I'm going to close this window and exit ACT. And I'm going to right-click the ACT icon and run as an administrator. I'll click Yes to User Account Control, and this will launch ACT as a Windows administrator. Now let's log into the CloudWalker database. Okay, once we've logged in, let's go to our Tools menu, and then go to Synchronize Database, and we'll choose the Synchronization panel. Now let's click Create Remote Database. Notice that we can create up to 50 remote databases at one time. I only want to create one for Molly though, so I'll leave one selected and click Next. Now let's give this remote database a name. I'll just call it Molly Parker. And then for the location of this database, for the simplicity of this video, I'm just going to put it on my root drive, and I think I'll create a new folder there called Sync. That way I can find it a lot easier. Now I'll click Next. On this screen, I need to select a sync set for Molly, and since I've created one in the previous step, that's the one I'll choose, and click Next. Now I have a few options for synchronization. I do want to synchronize all supplemental files, and I do want to allow this database to synchronize attachments. The number of days that can pass without a synchronization from the remote to the main database is going to be 30. If Molly doesn't synchronize at least once a month, she's going to get a prompting from ACT asking her to synchronize. So I'll click Next. The connection type will be a network connection since I set up the network sync service. ACT already populates the name of my computer and the port number that I'm going to use. So I'll click Next again. And at this point, I can review all of my settings and then click Next. I don't need to password protect this file, so I'm going to click Finish. At this point, ACT is creating the remote database file, which I will send to Molly. Once it's finished, I see this green checkmark indicator, and at the bottom of this screen, I can click on this link to open the location of the remote database, which is what I will send to Molly. So now our remote database is created, and it's ready for Molly Parker to begin her first synchronization.